Good morning, student. Today we are going to revise the chapter 6, that is commercial mathematics. Okay, in this we are going to revise chapter revision. So come to the page number 94, chapter revision, question number 1. An electric pole 20 meter high casts a shadow of 10 meters. So the height of the pole is 20 meter and it casts the shadow which has a length 10 meter. What should be the length of the shadow? They were asking about the length of the shadow if 30 meter high pole under similar condition. Okay, so if the height of the pole increases, if the height of the pole will increase, then the length of the shadow will also increase. Yes, so this is the case of direct. If the height of the pole increases, the shadow will also increase. So this is the case of direct proportion. In this, what we used to take x1 by x2 is equals to y1 by y2. Okay, got it? Now come to the second question. 1500 soldiers in a camp had enough food for 30 days. If there are 1500 soldiers, they had food for 30 days. But after 5 days, some soldiers left. Okay, so for 5 days there will be 1500 soldiers, but after 5 days there would be some soldiers who left the camp. We don't know how many would be there. The remaining food lasts for 25 more days. Now whatever the food was left after 5 days, in 5 days all these soldiers will consume the food, but after 5 days some soldiers left. So whatever the food which was left will be for how many days? 25 days. Now they were asking how many soldiers left. So after 5 days, how many soldiers left? They want to know about it. So come to the answer solution. So the number of soldiers is 1500, days 30. We can take the food consumed by 1500 in 30 days. That is 1500 multiplied by 30 is equals to 45,000. Now in first 5 days there will be 1500 soldiers. Yes, we know it. For the first 5 days there will be 1500 soldiers. We can take how much food was consumed by these soldiers in 5 days. So that will be by multiplication. 1500 into 5, that is 7500. Got it? Now the remaining food. The total food was itna, and for the 5 days they consumed the food was 7500. Now we can find the remaining food which will be consumed by the remaining soldiers. So the remaining food is 37,500. Now we can take the number of soldiers which were left after 5 days. There will be S, and the food lasted for 25 more days. So for next 25 days the food will last this much food. Okay, so let the soldiers be S multiplied by the number of days will be equals to food consumed, that is 37,500. Now number of soldiers will be 37,500 divided by 25. If we cancel them out, 25 15s are 375. So 1500 soldiers were there still. And initially how many soldiers were there? 1500. Now how many soldiers were there? Still how many? 1500. So when we subtract them, the remaining soldiers and these soldiers are same. So whether any of the soldier left the camp? No, because there is no difference, so no soldier left the camp. Okay, coming to the third question. A train running at a speed of 80 km per hour can covers a certain distance in 45 minutes. Okay, this is 80 km per hour, the speed, and the distance is 45 minutes. See the unit, they are not same. So first we have to convert the unit of this time. From minutes we will convert it into hours. Okay, how long will it take to cover the same distance if the speed is increased by 20 km per hour? First the speed is 80 km per hour. Now the speed is increased by 20 km. So now what will be the speed? 80 plus 20, that is 100 km per hour. And they were asking about the time. Okay, so if speed increases, the time taken will be decreased. Yes, so it is a case of inverse or direct? It is the case of inverse. Now come to the solution. If speed is 80 km per hour, next speed will be 80 plus 20, that is 100 km per hour. Time 45 minutes. I have changed it into the hours, so divided by 60. By cancel them out, I got 3 by 4 hours. Okay, and they were asking about time, so I have taken a t. This is the inverse case. Now formula of inverse is x1 by x2 is equals to y2 upon y1. Yes, so speed is equals to 60 kilometers per hour, which was the speed is. So this is the next question, sorry. So this was the inverse case. You can substitute these values and you can get the answer. In the next question, look at the next question, fourth one. A train running at a speed 60 km per hour crosses a pole. Okay, there's a pole and a train is crossing it with the speed 60 km per hour in 30 seconds. They have given the time. Again, see the time, 30 seconds. So we have to change it into hours. Okay, and then we have to find the length of the train. Okay, so come again. Speed is given 60 km per hour. Okay, so we have changed 60 km per hour into meter per second. Kilometer, 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. That only have taken. Hours, in denominator there will be 1 hour. I have changed hour into seconds. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. Okay, and then again multiply by 64, making it into second. Now when we cancel them out, what we will get, that is 50 upon 3 meter per second. So what is the speed? They have given 50 by 3 meter per second. Now the distance is equals to the length of the train. Why the distance is equals to length? Because a pole is there and we take the distance which is equals to the length of the train. See, the train will pass from this point. So because of this point, we have taken the length of the train will be equals to the distance. Okay, so length is equals to speed into time, or distance equals to speed into time. What is the speed? 50 upon 3. I have taken that. Time is, they have given 30 seconds, so I have taken that. Cancel them out. This will be 500 meter. Okay, how much it is? 500 meter. Coming to the next question, number 5. Sumit goes for a morning walk. He covers the distance 4 km in half hour. Okay, distance is 4 km, time is half hour. Half hour is equals to 1 upon 2 hour. Okay, if we want to cover the same distance in 20 minutes, now they want first they cover in half hour. Half hour is, and then in 20 minutes. So first 30 minutes and then they want to cover in 20 minutes. So this is the case of inverse or direct. You can check it out. For the solution, come to this. Distance is 4 km, time is half an hour. I have taken the speed, that is distance upon time, because speed is same. Yes, or there will be any change in the speed. Let's check it out. Okay, distance is 4, time is 0.5, half hour I have changed into 0.5, that is 8 km per hour. Now if they have taken the time, second time was 20 minutes, I have changed the minutes. Okay, so that is 20 upon 60, 1 upon 3 hours. Distance they have already given, that is 4 km, because the same distance first they cover in 30 minutes, now they are going to cover in 20 minutes. So speed second equals to distance upon time. Distance is 4, time is 1 upon 3. When we cancel them out, it will go into the numerator. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12 kilometer per hour. 12 kilometers per hour. 70 people can reap a field in 30 days. Okay, so 70 people were there, then they took 30 days to cut a field. If the job is to be completed in 20 days, so number of days has been decreased. How many more people are to be employed to reap the field? So how many more people they want? So if the number of people increases, then number of days will be decreases to do a particular work. Yes, so it is an inverse case. Yes or no? It is the case of inverse. So question number 6, if there were 70 people, then 30 days would be there, x people 20 days. In worst case, yes or no? So formula will be x1 by x2 is equals to y2 upon y1. Substituting the values, 70 upon x is equals to 20 upon 3. If we will cancel them out, we can get the value of x. 0 to 0 can be cancelled. Here it will be multiplied by 70. 7 3s are 21 and divided by 20. Okay, so the answer will be 105 people. So for 20 days, if they want to cut a field or do their job in 20 days, then how many people they need? 105 people there should be. How many additional people came to do that particular job in 20 days? First there were 70 people were there. Now how many were there? 105. So additional people, how many additional people were there? We can subtract them out. 105 minus 70, that is equals to 35 people. Okay, so next question number 7. Amit, Sumit and Anil can complete a particular job in 10 days. So Amit complete in 10 days, Sumit complete in 12 days and Anil complete in 15 days. Okay, respectively. If they work together, now if individually they used to do a particular job, one job, Amit take 10 days, Sumit and Anil. Now they all three were working together. They all three are going to work together. In how many days will they complete the job? You have to tell this. Okay. So for this, first we have to find what was the amount of work done in one day by Amit. In one day they will do 1/10 of the work. Yes or no? Because they took 10 days to complete a work. So in one day it will be 1/10. Again, Sumit work in one day will be 1/12, this much part of the work. Next, Anil used to do 1/15th of the work done. Okay, if they all three work together, so we will add them all. So we will get the work in one day by all of these three. So all three work in one day, that will be 1/10 plus 1/12 plus 1/15. Okay, if we add them, we are able to add by taking the prime factorization of all the denominator. We get 60, and by solving that we will get 6 plus 5 plus 4, that is 15 upon 60. By cancel them out, I will get 1/4 of the work. So this much work has been completed in one day by all those three. So work done by all the three in one day is 1/4 of work. So to complete the work, they take 4 days. How many days? 4 days. Yes or no? Look, if 1/4 of work, it is completed in, this much work is completed in one day. Yes, if I want to take one work, so for one, by unitary method, for one work, it will be 1 day. Here, it will be divided, for each we have to divide, so divided by 1/4. 1 for the division, we will convert it into multiply, and this will be reciprocate. So how many? 4. So how many days? 4 days. Okay, coming to the next question number 8. Taps A, B can fill the empty tank in 15 hours and 12 hours respectively. So tap A take 15 hours, tap B 12 hours. Tap C can empty the tank in 10 hours. So it is similar the question previous. If all the 3 taps are turned on simultaneously, in how many hours will the tank be completely filled? So coming to the solution, tap A fills tank in 1 hour. For 1 hour, it will be reciprocal 1/15 of the tank. Tap B fills the tank in 1 hour, 1/12 of the tank. And tap C empties the tank in 1 hour, that is 1/10 of the tank. If they all 3 work together, or if they all 3 are turned on, then it will be 1/15 plus 1/12. Since it is not filling, so 1/10, it will be in subtraction form, minus. Denominator will be 60. 15 4s are 60, so 4 1s are 4, plus 12 5, 5 1s are 5, minus 10 6 are 60, multiply by 1, that is 6. By solving this, we will get 1/20. So 1/20 of the tank per hour. Similar, if we take 1 hour. How much tank is filled? 1 by 20 of the tank. Okay, now for one job to be completed or one work to be done, that will be 1. It will be divided by 1 by 20 and we get how much? 20 hours. Okay, so 20 hours time taken to fill the entire tank. Hope you understand well.